country on police shootings, voting, everything else, citizens' rights. I don't need any other law to say minority this, black this. No. Just give me the full rights guaranteed to me as a citizen. So if you're, and I know your father, Creflo Sr., I met him, as Jules have met him, a police officer. We ask citizens to govern us. And when you ask a citizen to govern us, we ask a citizen to be an elected official, to be a law enforcement officer, etc. We're doing something holy to say, hey, look out for us. Then we empower that citizen with a gun. And if we ever, as citizens, take the life or cause harm to a citizen serving us in a governmental capacity, it's a holy thing. But our founding fathers believed this, that if the government ever intruded on your right to be free, to breathe, or to pursue happiness, they were not only creating treason, they were violating divine law. Which means you ought to have a right to walk out the front door of Walmart, to walk to your car, and no agent of government should be able to say, excuse me, come here for a second. You cannot impede me from walking from here to there. You know, my wife got elected for jury duty not too long ago, and she and I were talking about it. Don't ever be upset if you get put to jury duty. It's holy work. Because what stands between you and the state, the judge worked for the government, the prosecutor worked for the government, the police worked for the government, the investigators work for the government. The only people on your side in that courtroom are the 12 people that are supposed to say, no, our founding fathers did not want the government to be so big that they came against the little guy, they rule on the objections. They determine what evidence gets admitted. Who is going to be in this courtroom and protect this little guy from the government? See, God wanted men to be led by divine government. And so our founding fathers, even though they were flawed, had wisdom to not let the government become so powerful it persecuted the little guy. So if you pull a man over, a woman over, and you shoot her as an officer, I got scared, I thought they had a gun, that's understandable. We'll go to a court, we'll figure it out. But if you have violated this person's God-given rights, oh, that's a high crime. Because no agent of the government should ever have gotten in the way of. And if 4 other officers sign a false statement against a citizen of the United States, I'm not black or white, I'm a citizen of the United States. Now all of a sudden, I don't care if you're red, yellow, brown, black, and white, you are a citizen, and I'll be doggone, you're not going to have your citizens' rights violated. So they can stop you, they better have so here's what I think. You get a law enforcement officer, and I thank God for law enforcement, and the vast majority of law enforcement agree with me. If you have a speed thing, and you let somebody, it's 55 miles an hour, you let somebody go at 63, you let somebody go at 77, you let somebody go at 65, you let somebody go at 59, and then you stop somebody for 62. Why did you stop that person? Why? And somebody ought to go, you hindered their civil rights. You let 8 other speeders go. Why them? And somebody have to ask you, you're treading on holy ground, interrupting a person's right to freedom. And we want you to help us, but God gave that man a right to go down that highway without being stopped. And now all of a sudden, when we stop saying, there they go again, they're upset again, and start saying, these are citizens that have the exact same right. When we start to defend your right, red, yellow, brown, black, and white, bless God, if you're a citizen of the United States, you deserve that divine right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
Man, that's good, man.
That now is...
That's good.